and Priestess Makala, as well as Felicia and Niana. Are you here? Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's dive into today's topic. So, today's topic is about protection of the healer, protection of who you are, protection. And a lot of people don't realize that they have what I call a protection guardianship. And the protection guardians are the ones that are assigned to you when you are first born. Okay, you have two guardians, the main two. They come with you when you're born, and they come with you after you have exit, when you're done with your task here in the physical. So, but then there's that protection group that sits in the background that, believe it or not, is your ancestors. It can be your star family energy. It can even be animals that you had good animal medicine with that is a part of your team. Okay? They know who you are. So, this is why when you are doing your work, or you meet up with someone and they come in your space and they're saying all kind of shenanigans to you, being rude or whatever, just know those individuals don't know what they're stepping up in. You know who you are, but they don't know who they're stepping up on. Okay? They think they're just dealing with you. But what they don't know, they're dealing with you and your team. That's the difference. So a lot of times, a lot of healers go through this thing where they kind of feel like they're by themselves, or they're trying to do their work, and they feel like they're alone, but you're not. Okay? So one of the things about when you come here to do your sacred mission, your sacred purpose, and you're connected to that, and you're moving into that, there's always going to be, like I said, just like in the movie Winter's Tale, there's always going to be some kind of distraction to disrupt you from carrying out what you're going to do. Just think about it. All the distractions that can possibly come up to keep you from doing what you came here to do. So, today here in California, we're still at a 10 UV, as well as we got the clouds over us holding the heat and more, making it humid. Yeah. Anyway, let's dive in. We're going to really dive into this, and I'm going to share some really interesting things that's going to make you look at this and also put into perspective. We only have a couple more days of this medicine together, and then we can call this medicine complete. So we are on June 25th. Now remember, I said, where is that? Hold on, let me grab it. I said, be aware of June 25th. Be very aware. Here it is. I said, be aware of June 25th, because June 25th is a doorway. It's a doorway to energy of creating change. It's a doorway to energy of just being in that connection. Plus, we got a lot of planetorial things going on. Where is my other book? Thank you for your patience. Where's my other book? Ah, give me that. Okay. I had a chiropractic visit today. Thank you, Dr. Polly. Oh my God. Oh God. All right. Okay, I made a mistake. I put the 18th today, and it's not that. We are on the 20th, so I'm going to have to go in and change that. I'm so sorry. My apologies. That happens sometimes. 1920, yeah, we're on the 20th, and I went backwards. Don't know why I did that. Okay, so I'm going to update that as soon as the video's over. I'm going to update that. See, that's why I have to look at my thing. Um, so we're in the yellow magnet star today. And it says, I unify in order to beautify, attracting art. I seal the store of elegance with the magnet tone of purpose. I am guided by my own power double. The color is yellow. The planet is Venus, solar plexus. And the earth family is signal. So under that, it says, once you learn to control your thoughts, it is important to understand what is involved in the construction of the images of the world. Different senses create mental imagery. So it's going to be the subliminal, telepathic top of the head, six-dimensional connection here, and the limbic force field. So those are what we're connecting to. And because today is actually the 20th day, excuse me so much, tomorrow is our last day for the medicine, and we will be closing the portals tomorrow. So I don't know why I put the 18th and the 19th. I feel like I'm missing time. Do you ever feel like you're missing time sometimes? I feel like I'm just, everything has accelerated so fast. Okay, so I know some of you are feeling a lot of stuff in your body, and that is really not good. But I'm not a doctor, and I'm not prescribing. Blah, 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 blah. But I found this today, and I thought it was really cool. Verteber essential oil, Vetiver, Verteber, and I love this company, Panora. Now, this is really super thick. It's so thick it has to have a thingamabob, an oil dipper, to get it out of there. Your homework assignment is to look it up. This particular essential oil is 3,000 years old. 3,000 years old. It has a lot of good energetic properties to it, spiritual properties to it, and healing properties to it. And where it comes from, how old it is. It is 3,000 years old. Okay, it's right up there with frankincense and myrrh. Now, frankincense is really good. Frankincense is the only one, pay attention, that will cross the blood barrier to help someone heal here in the head. Okay? Now, I want you to think about what could possibly happen here that you would want to implement that oil. And it's one that requires you, if it does happen to you, you need to go to the hospital within the first 24 hours. And your doctor would have to give you this particular med that allows your body to kick out what just happened here. Okay, it's really important for anyone that would suffer a stroke energy. 24 hours, you got 24 hours to take that med. Okay, but frankincense is really good for healing. It crosses the blood barrier to bring that healing in. So I'm not a doctor, not prescribing, but hey, I like what essential oils can do. So one of the things I wanted to bring up as we're talking about the protection part, this is really important right now for our bodies. Now, some of you are feeling this weird tightness in your muscles. Like yesterday, it was on. I was feeling a lot of it. And then I checked in with some of the Stargate priestesses, and they were feeling the same thing. And it's like this sudden tightness that comes in through your muscles, and it's the fascia that gets kind of tightened up. You are going to have to take some time at night. This is really good medicine. This is really good time for you to just be quiet and listen. But it's also part of the great anointment of self, where you take your oils and you're sitting on your bed or you're sitting on the floor, you're sitting on your medicine blanket, got good music on. Maybe you're just quiet and you're massaging any place on your body that's super like tight and sensitive. That's where you kind of feel like if you can't do your neck right, you're releasing all these binding muscles, especially right under the rib cage where it feels like you have a belt on. Okay, and it starts right underneath the where the diaphragm of itself, and it goes all the way around to the lower part of the back. Okay, it kind of feels like a band. That's fascia. You want to loosen that up. And if you're into the arm area and working with the lymph, now all my beautiful mothers out there and women who have went through any type of breast cancer and you had lymph removed, your lymph massage is really important for you on a daily basis to really get that lymph moving. So anything where you're working through the arms, through the armpits, down through the breast area, all the way down through the side of the body is a must do, especially right now. Okay, as we're going into that higher frequency, it's going to feel like, it's kind of like this. I'm trying to think of, okay, I'm trying to think of this. If you leave this, this is like a magnesium gel, super concentrated. I love this stuff. If you leave the lid off of this and it starts to crystallize, okay, then you add water and it softens back up again. I want you to think of it like that with your body. If you're going through the crystalline process, you got all these tiny little like crystals in the muscles, in the fascia. And if you don't loosen that up, it hurts. Okay? It feels like shards of glass in your muscles. So this is where you get that tinge of pain. This is where you get that, ooh, what is that? This is where you get one of my, I don't like this point at all, but it's right here. And when you press into this point here, this is a lymphatic drainer. If you press right there, from this armpit down right there, you pressing it out and it's super sore, you need to rub that so that you'll start getting that lymph to drain. Okay? You don't want that super sore. Okay? So I really, really, when I do body work on people and I'm working with their bodies, I'm looking at that on those points. And this is why I'm bringing this to the table right now on top of what we're talking about today. But you have to release that fascia, okay? If you don't release it, you'll get tears that get inflamed, and soft layer tears that get irritated, get inflamed. So then you get this extra soreness on top. Now, this is where it's good. If you have that, you work those muscles, you can do those nice sea salt and medicine baths and the sea salt, baking soda, and magnesium soaks, however you want to do that, make your medicine bath. Those are really good to help you with releasing that. And it's also good when it's hot days to run that cold water on your body. So when you run that cold water on your body, that also helps with the inflammatory that's going on in the body. Which is why when you're dealing with certain essential oils and you're using that, it helps to know what those oils do. So your homework assignment tonight is to really dive into frankincense, vetiver, okay? Understanding what that is. Once again, vetiver. Understanding the spiritual aspect of it and the healing properties of it. And how old is it? All right. And if you have it in stock, great. If you don't have it, I highly suggest you get it. If you can't find helichrysum oil, this is an oil that you can get in place of that. Okay, where it's not costing you a heavy arm and a leg, because helichrysum oil is quite expensive now. So here's another thing of notes. Don't get caught up in the drama and the crazy stuff. Don't be so stressed out. Stay in your positive flow. There's going to be a heavy amount of weird energy this week. And Saturn goes retrograde. I believe it's this Saturday. Goes retrograde. Um, there's a lot of energy that's created, false energy. And don't be in a hope of things. You want to be in a hope of things that change. So Leo King was really emphasizing that when he was going through the charts. And he was really talking about how don't get caught up in craziness this week. Okay. This is also where you're going to see more relationships come undone. Okay. Because it's not on that frequency it needs to be on. It's going to come undone. So I thought that was interesting, how he was tying that all in. So let's talk about, today is also a day of connecting into the elegance, day 20 of our medicine. So tomorrow we will close the medicine down. You will close your portals. We will have an exit. Then this is a time of integration and being quiet until we come into our next activation and step into that next cycle. Okay, so I'm done with that part. So now, protection. When we talk about protection, your team will protect you. Now, you're probably wondering, well, I don't always feel protected. Oh, you're protected, honey. You just haven't correlated it with protection. Like perhaps not getting that job, that's protection. Perhaps not getting that car you thought you were going to get financed for, that's protection. Perhaps not staying in that relationship or meeting up with someone on a blind date and you thought you were going to meet up with them, but they changed their mind and stood you up instead. That's definitely protection. Or you went to go get something at the store and they were all out of it and you wanted to get it, but they didn't have it anymore. That's protection. Or you were supposed to meet somebody for some kind of business deal and turns out it wasn't going to happen. They changed their minds at the last minute. That's protection. Or you were supposed to go and get some body work done by this person and you, for whatever reason, you got lost trying to get over there. You couldn't get over there and weird things happen. And then you end up missing the appointment. So then you call and you try to set it up. And then they say, oh, I don't have any more appointments. That's protection. Okay. That's protection. That's something that was seen way ahead of time to keep you from getting crossed over into something or a timeline that would not have been for your highest good. That was protection. But other things that happen that come into your life were scheduled lessons. Something to get you to look at, something to get you to grow into, something to get you to let go of and to move past. So those were the lessons. But here's the thing. When it comes to protection and it comes to who you are and how you walk in your life, okay, this is where it gets what I call the royalty knowledge of the wisdom of yourself. They know who you are. Your whole team knows you. They know you through the stars, the cosmos. The ancestors know you because the blood flows through your blood. They're connected to you. They know you. You're the one that's still trying to get to know who you are. Okay? But there's an energy that surrounds you. When people either try to do you wrong, when they speak badly about you, especially if you are a wayshower, a grid light healer, code setter, you're a healer. You are out there doing the work and you're helping people to heal themselves. Okay? When people disrespect or talk badly about a healer, especially when that healer didn't do anything wrong, especially when that healer stood in the truth of who they were, they didn't follow along with the program, okay? They stood in their truth and they represented that. They called people out on their stuff when they were doing shady stuff. And then you try to go and falsely talk badly about that healer, there is going to be a fallout from that. This is why it's so important, especially right now, because of the timeline that we're in and the timelines that we're creating with that higher frequency. We all have to be on our P's and Q's on how we're treating each other, what we're saying, okay? How we're saying it. We have to be in that, hi darling, welcome. We have to be on that respect, okay? It's the same like when we all come together here in the tribe, we hold a respect, high energy. We represent the council of light of ourselves here, okay? We really do. And we get someone that comes in and invades our energy with negativity. They're being disrespectful. There's repercussions for that. Now, there's repercussions more than ever. So those who are playing that role of disruption and trolling and saying hateful things for no reason when they forgot their light, I look at that and say, you don't know what you just stepped up in. And that goes for everyone who does their work. When you walk in that energy of who you are, and your divine team is your shielders and creates that, and you create that light of shield around you, that protection is throughout the ethers. So, for instance, when people sit back and say, like, there are just some people that like to say not nice things about me. Out of anger, out of frustration, they wanted to get something out of me, but I didn't fall for it. I went a different direction. They didn't like that. Okay? So they'll be somewhere sitting in the office talking all kind of shenanigans, saying all kind of false things that are not true. As soon as you hit that energy of saying something false about somebody, an energy comes out and it puts out this ripple. Oh, someone saw what? And then one of your ancestors who really loves you, who is very protective of you, will hear it. And they will come out and they will look and follow the trail of energy to who said it. And then while they're talking, they're in the room. This is where it gets a little eerie and people don't understand why things happen. So in order to get them to stop moving that energy and saying a false energy, they will literally pull something off the wall or knock something over in an office setting to get the person to stop saying something negative. That's not true. Okay, because it already has a trail energy, so they're gonna make it known. Hey, we hear you saying something. We're not liking that. Boom, they're gonna knock something over. I've had it happen too many times, And in one place in particular, they will not talk about my name in that place because every time they do, something weird happens. If you are holding a frequency and you're disrespecting a healer, say like you rip that healer off, you don't pay them what they're worth, you steal their money, you steal their ideals, you do shenanigans, okay? You know you're in the wrong. People, let's just put it like this. People know when they're doing people wrong, when they avoid you, when they don't want to have interaction with you. They know they're doing wrong. They know it. They know when they have spoke poorly of you. They know. Okay? They know. People know when they're doing wrong. Okay? This is not how to be a human being 101. People know people know when they're doing wrong. They really do. Okay? So when that energy goes out, hi darling, hi darling. When that energy goes out, it just sends an alert to your team of this energy that's out there. And so your team will bring an energy to get them to stop saying that. And I'm going to tell you something. A lot of times it's your grandmothers and your warrior-like grandfathers who hear that stuff. And they don't like that because when you're talking about that healer, you're talking about their blood and their lineage to that. And they know that their healer or their star family member walks in a good way and they're doing the best to be of service, but yet still they got people that take advantage of their light, take advantage and drain them, and then don't want to pay them and play all these shenanigans with them. Oh yeah, you're definitely gonna get a spanking. You're gonna get a spanking. You know, that's why you have to be really cautious of how you treat a healer. You have to be. And that goes from healers to healers. You don't go get a massage from someone. I love this one because I watched this one do it. And this person would go get a massage from someone. She was a healer. She was a massage therapist. She would go get a massage from someone. And then when it came time for gratuity, she wouldn't leave gratuity for them. But when they would get a massage from her, she would expect them to give her gratuity. And I said, well, that's just messed up. Why is she acting like that? She knows that's not okay. She knows if you put something out there, hi, darling, it's going to replicate and come back to you. But no, this person did that anyway. And then wonder why when they did that to another healer, okay, this person's a healer, but this healer did it to another healer. They were wondering why weird things happen that week. Like, I don't know, the car wouldn't start. The car had a tire flat all of a sudden. That's that point. And this is where you get people who know what you do. You do it from the divineness of your heart. You do it from a good place of your heart. You're being of service, and they take advantage of that. And they know they're doing it. But the whole game is nobody calls them out on it. And they just assume that that person doesn't know what they've been doing. But it's like this in the world of healers and world of light workers and gritters and all of you that do your medicine. You know. You know what others do. You know how somebody's been out there dirtying up your name and saying false things. You know. You don't have to even go out and do anything. Your divine team's going to take care of it. That's why I always laugh. Yes, everyone has those guardians. Exactly. That's why I laugh when someone gets up in my space and I'm like, you're going to be having a spanking later on today. You just don't see it coming, but I do. I laugh about it. Now, back in the day when I was younger, before I knew what I know and walk with now, I would get so sensitive about it. And I'd be like, well, it's not true. I would never do that. Being accused of something that you didn't do, your team steps in and boy, you accuse a healer of stealing money from you, that's death. Automatic. Especially if you don't go fix it. And I've witnessed two people who had done me wrong like that in accusing me of stealing money when it was somebody next to them that did it, and I told them who was doing it, but they didn't believe me. No, they just said, oh, you did it, blah, blah. First of all, I'm too much of a karma person. I'm not going to go do something like that. This is the thing with older soul beings. This is why I did that lesson about how old do you think you are. You know those rules. You're not going to go do something like that to somebody and then someone's going to say that you did it because they know who did it. Probably they themselves are the one did it. But they're going to pin it on you. You don't have to do nothing. Just say, okay, you just exit out. Don't. I said, and I like to say it like this. Really, you think, no, never would happen on my life force. But I tell you what, my team will be in contact with you. As soon as I walk out that door, my team will be in contact with you. Have a nice day. Bye. Say it just like that. Walk out the door. Boom, it's activated. They have ample amount of time to correct that energy timeline with you, and if they don't do it, everything that they value comes undone. Period. I don't care who you are. It comes undone because you falsely accuse somebody of something. It comes undone. Everything they want doesn't go through, comes undone. And if they really keep amping it up and then they start attacking that healer, okay, you have your protection. But if they start coming in attacking you, then that energy amps up around them. And then this is when it goes into, okay, you're really being harmful. You're now really hurting this person. This energy is going to whip up back towards you. And it's going to take you out. And I've watched two people do that. And it took them out. This is why I say you're divine. And when people mistreat you, disrespect you in any way, shape, or form for who you are and what you walk with and who you walk with, oh yeah, there's going to be repercussions. That's for anyone who's being of service. Anyone. I don't care if you're doing Reiki. I don't care if you're doing shamanic journeys, you're doing artwork, you do your medicine. People are partaking in that. They love what you do and da-da-da-da. But then you get that one person that think they could come up and dance up in your space and be disrespectful. And then act like they won't take responsibility for it. Oh no, there's going to be repercussions. Period. So this is really important for all of you to understand who you are. Okay? A lot of you are royal in your blood. You're royalty through the star system. You just forgotten. And there's just something about that disrespect. And if they find, your divine teams find someone that's really not good, dangerous, say like you make an appointment and this person was supposed to meet you for an appointment, is a new client or something, and they don't make it to you, you were being protected. Because how do you know if that client really was coming to be a client? Okay, there's a saying that everyone should do when you're meeting up with clients and stuff. Let them come if they seek true healing, but let them not arrive to me if they mean me harm. Let them come if they seek true healing, but let them not arrive if they mean me harm. Okay? Because that's putting out that energy when you're doing your work that someone doesn't come into your space that can cause harm to you. Oh, they'll be dealt with. They'll be dealt with. And some of them, especially if they knowingly come in your space and they are going to do harm, they will be dealt with in a very severe way. Okay? So this is that energy when you're walking as the healer, walking as the light way shower, the shaman, the medicine woman, the priestess. There's a, thank you. There is a cosmic law of balance. There is a cosmic law of respect and honor. All those who come forward to work with their light, to help with their light, to be their light, needs to be respected. Because, thank you, because of the fact that there are many who choose not to show up in their light, who choose to dim their light, who choose not to love themselves enough to be their light and to be their truth, they don't show up as themselves. But the ones, thank you, who are willing to risk it, who trust themselves enough to stand in the light of who they are against anything, and they represent it, that is a true light worker. They represent that. They represent, thank you, the holiness of that. They represent the sacredness of that. They represent the divinity within themselves and the divinity of what they're connected to. That is a true light worker. They will call out, thank you, they will call out falseness that does not represent the truth and divinity of themselves. They will call it out. It's called respect. And humanity needs to understand and learn what it means to honor, thank you, to honor the light within each other. That is the greatest honor that one can give to each other. Thank you. There. Was that clear? There you go. So I hope this really helps a lot of you feel more safe. So when you come and you do work, you're going to run into the bobbleheads. Okay, let's just know that, because they don't know who they are. You know, you're going to run into them if you're doing your work and you have to do a presentation and you get people in groups that don't know what you do and they make fun of you and all that stuff. Let them have their fun. Because I guarantee you, at the end of the day, and this is the part that you're going to see play out. This is the part that is the sacred calling. There will be a day when you cannot run to your hospitals and go see your doctors to get the help you need because they have been inundated and you can't get there. You will be the one that seeks out that healer that you may or may not have had anything to do with in the past, and you made fun of, or you thought they were strange, or you thought they were weird. Oh, that old crazy person that lives in a house out in the woods or in the mountains. That person that looks at herbs and crystals and stuff. Always mixing up something. Always talking to themselves. They're not talking to themselves, honey. They're talking to the divine. They're talking to their higher self. They're talking to all the ones that you cannot see. Oh, yes, you'll be seeking them when you can't get to those doctors. It's in those times of when everything is a tragedy or something happens, you seek someone out. And here's the thing, whenever there's think about it like this, when there's hurricanes, tornadoes, great floodings, fires and stuff, everybody and their mom comes together to help each other. There is nobody sitting back saying, "Oh, I can't help you. You're this color," or "I can't help you." Whatever weirdness you had going on with yourself and judgment about other people, that goes out the door when you have to save your life or help somebody else save their life. It goes out the door. And then this is where those light workers are strategically placed all around the world. When something happens, they are those quiet ones that know how to move energy. They know how to transfer out energy out of the body to help the body. They're the ones that are quiet. They have a gentle smile. They sit in that compassion. And this is when they are found out, the community takes care of them. The community knows. Okay? So be respectful and know who you are. And healers and light workers, be respectful to each other. You might not always agree on everything. That's okay. We all have free will. We all have a different way that we interpret everything. We see things on different levels. But everyone needs to hold that respect. And if you're a troller and you're coming in, let me remind you, you're just showing the vibration where you are and that you have not awakened to your higher self. And you're just playing in the negativity. Okay? And don't forget, you got a stamp, just like all the rest of us do, that sits in the files of the Vatican. All right? You got a stamp too. So, I hope this message rings true. I hope you understand how protected you really are. Some of you are angelic beings who came down here to have a human experience. And you don't recall that. Okay? Some of you don't. So, I really want you to understand you're not by yourself. I really want you to hear that. And know that you have guardianship. And know that you can always, when something's going on and it's not right, you always just say, you know what? I'm not feeling this. It feels like my energy is being violated and I need someone to come and represent me and take care of that. And they will. Your team will show up and take care of it. And God forbid, if you walk with dragons, what do I do? Yes, I do. And you are gonna be disrespectful to a healer that has dragons, I think they might try to eat you as an appetizer. Just saying, dragons are very hungry. You can't always just tame them. They're very high beings, but you know what? They might just, yeah. Okay. And then pay attention. If you do somebody wrong, and at night when you go to sleep, you turn the lights out, you hear this, and it's not you breathing. And then you hear like a slight drumming sound, you might want to send out an apology. Say, I apologize. I claim that energy and I clean it up right now. And it'll stop. It'll stop. Okay. What I speak about is very, very real. And depending on how deep your bloodline goes and how deep the medicine goes in your bloodline is how powerful you are and how much of a divine team that surrounds you. You know, have you ever heard of that where you end up in some kind of thing that goes wrong? I've heard it so many times myself. Had like this near miss car accident thing, car got scratched up and everything else, but the lady, when she evaluated the car and she saw how the metal hit, she said this thing should have came through the glass and would have beheaded you. And I was like, yeah. But I closed my eyes and I didn't know what to do, and I let go of the wheel, and I literally felt hands come around me and take the wheel and get me in front of a semi truck and got me off the freeway. When I opened my eyes, I was sitting on the side of the road. She goes, the gods and the angels were on your side. I said, uh-huh. That day, when that happened to me, it was on Highway 5. I'll never forget it. Never forget that one. And it happens so fast. A lot of times we'll get even notification that something weird is going to be on a timeline. And here's the thing I want you to learn and I want you to practice. If you get a vision of something that looks weird on a timeline, like something you don't want to see, if all of a sudden you're minding your business, you're doing laundry, and all of a sudden you see yourself falling. Say, that's not a part of my timeline. Delete that. Neutralize that timeline. Say it just like that. Okay? Say it just like that. And then it'll get deleted. You won't match that timeline. Okay? Because sometimes darker energies will send a thought form into your head because they want you to focus on it. And then when you focus on it, you create the timeline for it to come true. And for it to happen. That's how that works. And it's the same with one time I was doing something and all of a sudden I saw like a potential car accident. And I said, I had just gotten in my car and I was driving, and it was like 2 days later I saw this vision that I was going to be getting on Highway 80 headed towards Reno area. And I saw this car coming, this white like Camaro car was going to hit me head on the freeway. And I was like, what? I said, nope, not a part of my timeline. Delete that, neutralize that. That's wisdom. That is that knowingness. That's that intuition. You get that, you see that energy, you say no to it. You don't consent to it. Okay? That vision, you're gonna derail it and move yourself out of that. So I get on the freeway and I start seeing it. I said, I had this vision. There's the truck. And then I see this white Camaro whiz by me. Boom, gets a blowout. I'm like, I already said no to this. He spins. Now he's in the same lane as me, and I'm trying to slow down, but I got the semi truck next to me. I can't get over. And he's facing me. And then all of a sudden it's like time slowed down. His car spent another direction, went past the semi truck, ends over on the other side, off the road on the freeway. And then I'm going like this. And I'm like, what the hell just happened? I saw and I felt the time slow down. And now he's sitting over there. Truck goes by. Timeline was changed. Do you understand what I'm saying now? I want you to sit with that. Because a lot of you have had incidents like that happen and it changed on the drop of a dime. Okay? So just know you have that sacred protection around you. Okay? Every single one of you. But be alert this week. Now, I'm going to say this from the beloved words of Leo King. He was really giving out to people, if you're single, please do not be going to the bars this Friday night. Because the energies of certain planets are not going to be in your favor. Okay? And there's going to be some people that are going to be in some deep shadow energy that will challenge themselves to do something that they would have never ever done under these particular planets. Okay? So this Friday, stay home and watch something and have something good and watch a movie at home. You know, feel it out. Do you really want to go to the bars on the weekend? On that Friday? This Friday? Try not to go. Okay? That's not fear-mongering or what, but when you pay attention to certain planet alignments, there's certain energies that kick off with people that make them do things that's not good, that they normally would have never done. But because this planet or a certain energy of a planet interacted with them, it caused them to do something that they normally would have not have done. Okay? So just heads up. You know, just heads up. That's what time it is, people. You have to, it's like I said, it's Dungeons and Dragons. You know, when are you not seeing smoke screens and all this different stuff? You have to be very aware. You're a light worker, you're a healer. You need to make sure you know where you're going. If it doesn't feel right, don't go. Don't try to negotiate yourself to go. And say, oh, it'll be fine. My friends will be... No. What is Spirit telling you? What's Spirit saying to you? What's the first initial feeling? Remember that. Because you don't want to be in that situation where you said, shit, I should have paid attention to that. Should have never came. Now look at this. I'm in a hot mess. The hell is this? Oh, and yes, stay out of the movie theaters. Yes, and the concerts. Yes. Hot for spirit attacks due to the adrenal. Yes. Forgot about that. Thank you so much for bringing that up, sister. Exactly. Be careful of the concerts. Be careful. Be careful of the movie theaters. Okay. Even in movie theaters, you want to make sure you cleanse yourself when you leave the movie theaters. Because you don't know who was sitting in that chair and you sat in that chair and picking up all their stuff. Okay? That's a good point. I like that. What was the other one? Well, yes, man, I ran a con, followers. Sweet. Thank you, Ruby. Yes. Okay. Y'all pay attention. All right? Pay attention. Really pay attention. You are being divinely protected, but you also have to have responsibility when you get the message to pay attention to the message. There is nothing worse than your ancestor on the other side trying to tell you, no, 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 no. Don't be going out with this person. Person, no, no, no. You don't need to go. Stay home. They're yelling at you to stay home. They're pulling things over in your home or your apartment, knocking things over, trying to get your attention to stay home. So now they're gonna create a scenario. Okay, your kitty cat's not looking so good, so now you got to stay home with your cat. Your dog's like yelping a lot, so now you got to stay home with your cat. Oh, did you just trip over something? Oh, now you got to stay home. They're trying to get you to be safe. They're trying to not have you match that timeline because they can see it before you. They know what's on that timeline. Okay? So, everyone, I told you, next month, that 7 is on. You do not have time to be getting caught in scenarios. Okay? You don't have time. You are a sacred divine being. And the game is to get you to not love yourself, to get you not to trust your light of yourself, to get you to doubt yourself. That's what the game is. Because God forbid, if we should just have so much of our light shining, what the hell we would do on this planet? Yeah, we would flip it like that. Say enough is enough. And I'm going to end this teaching with this. I am sick and tired of seeing this commercial advertisement for wanting donations for those particular beings running to be a president, like one that's here doing it, asking for money. You got your money. You gave it away somewhere. And the people here that need that money, that need that support, you're not doing anything to help them. So no, you have been denied. We're not giving you any money so you can run and do your thing and to be put back in. No. You taxed us to death. You raised up the money. You put people at homeless. You are not getting nothing. How about that? And I'm sure everybody here in the Be So Light community agrees with me. We're not giving you another dime. Better yet, why don't you figure it out on your own how you want to get back in here? Because we're not giving you any more of our energy and our money. And it just sickens me every time when I see that stupid ass commercial. Oh, we need your support. No, you ain't getting none. You've been denied. Hold on. What is that when we go and try to get credit and stuff and they like to go, denied, this is you. Denied. Or better yet, should I say it with me, family. You are canceled. And you all know who I'm talking about. I gotta do it. All right, so that's the teaching for today. Know you're protected. And this is why I keep telling you, find out who's on your team. Okay? Find out who's on your team. Yes. Canceled. Yeah. He is canceled. Been canceled. Mister. Don't get me going. Every time I see that, and they make it so you can't leave a comment there. You can't leave a comment. Man, if I could, ooh. But I'm just saying. No, you're not getting any money. Figure it out on your own. Maybe you should go get that money back where you put it. Go get that money. All right. So, everyone, I hope you understand. Yes, thank you. I hope you understand how sacred and beautiful you are. And those of you that want to see, let's see what the messages are from the ancestors, and I'm going to wrap it up. And then I'm going to rest for the rest of the day after the chiropractic visit. Love you, Dr. Polly. Oh, my God. I'm like, oh, my God. Show your healers love. Show yourself love. Just simply being compassionate, being loving. And if you don't like somebody's not walking right, then politely just say, nah. It's okay. You don't have to do anything. Okay? You don't have to do nothing except breathe. And love yourself. Love yourself enough to know that you are important. So tomorrow, everyone who's been participating in your 21 days, we will close our crystal portals. And then from that moment on, we will be just integrating until we come into our next gathering of energy, which is starting to show itself when we are going into that next portal of energy work. Oh, I like that. That just came flying out. Okay, here's our messages for today, how it calls out to you. Okay, here. Father of Air Leadership. We got that again. Father of Air Leadership. Okay. Then from the stones, stone beings, we have the healing stones. Tenderness, care, gentleness, and nourishment. Some of you need to take a time out and please nourish yourself. I know some of you are not having good appetites and you're not feeling like eating too much. The water says, the Lady of the Lake, new beginning, something is about to happen. You damn right, something's about to happen. Sure is. Something is about to happen. Next month. For sure. Then we have the card that jumped out of the light cards, and it says, number 20, perfectionist. Keep your standards high and honorable, but let go of the need to be perfect. I love that. Ooh, here it comes. And the last card that goes on top of that, pay attention to this. This is a number 9 energy. Purging process. You may be currently experiencing emotional discomfort that is disrupting your inner peace. So some of you might be going through a purging. Remember what we talked about yesterday. Okay. So your homework assignment is to research Vetiver, Vetiver, essential oil, and frankincense oil. And know that the vetiver oil is 3,000 years old. Okay, 3,000 years old. The Father of Air affirmation is going to be, I am a leader, not a follower. A lot of you have leadership energy. Okay, leadership energy. Be the light that shows so big. You shine so big to where others can see you and you're able to guide them. Okay, be that light. Hold true to the self. Okay, hold true. So I hope this message is good. I have some vertebra out that is. Okay, so that oil, I like it because when you open it, like I said, this one is so thick. It has that like drop thing on it. But it's so good. for pain. All right. So good for that. No, I'm not a doctor. I'm not prescribing blah, 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 blah. But, gotta do that. But it is so good for that. And you take it and put it in those areas. Especially, I'm telling all of you, please pay attention to around your chest area here, how it just feels sore, and underneath the armpits, like you might have more watery energy there. Oh, thank you, Spirit. Also, I want you to know this, and I said it before, but I'm going to say it again to reiterate this. Please be loving to your body. Okay? I'm going to say it again. Please be loving to your body. Some of us have some weight. Some of us have a little bit of pudginess going on. That's fine. As long as you're not massively heavy where it's causing you where you cannot walk at all. Okay? I need you to love your body, because I'm going to tell you this. Yeah, Bam Bam's good. I'm going to tell you this. Your body is doing exactly what it needs to do. Here's that thing, to protect you. So when you have extra weight, especially here in the body here, is to protect your organs. Okay, it's needed because it actually helps for the so-called energies that are really intense right now, so that the body doesn't get so, when you put things into the microwave, you're going to feel that a lot because you don't have that extra adipose. And those of you that are water beings, mer people energy, you're going to have a lot more water in you. Okay? There's a reason for that. It helps to alleviate a lot of that absorption. Okay? So love your body, because your body knows exactly what it's doing. And when it's no longer feeling over inundated, it will release the weight. All right? All right? Who are not into that, it's just a very helpful essential oil. Like Lisa is saying. Oh, yes, 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 absolutely. Okay, so does that make sense? So people that come on trying to body shame other people, don't do that. You don't know what stress they've been under and what's been going on. Stay in your lane. Go look at yourself. Go educate yourself. Go love yourself. Go smudge yourself. Stop. All right, lovelies. Be good to yourself. I'm going to go rest and do my thing and look towards our closure of the medicine tomorrow. I am so proud of all of you that stuck with it, that did it. What changes have you seen? Where are you right now? Please, today is the day. Put it in the chat. Put it in the comments. If there is something you still feel like that's not moving, I'll answer your comments. I'll send a note back to you of something. Maybe we can help you tweak it, move the energy out. What could that possibly be? Okay, before we close our crystal portal down. I don't want you to be faking it, saying, oh, I guess I got some. No, 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 no. What is still kind of there that you still feel kind of there? Because Saturn is going retrograde. This week. We're already in the freeze of Saturn going retrograde. Okay. Phone's not working right. Can't get to you. Try, hello, 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 hello. I'll just try to call you later. There's interruption. Yes, Saturn. Retrograde. Mercury does the main communication thing, but Saturn's going to be like, hello, lovelies. Have you learned? Have you not? Let me help you. Let's review, shall we? So some of you might be going to Saturn school. I'm not sure. Just saying, just might happen. I'm not sure. Just be prepared. All right, lovelies. I love you all. Thank you for new subscribers being here. Here on Beast of Light, our family tribe here is all about claiming your light. We're here to be a part of the higher consciousness and help you understand you are not limited. You are not limited. You're much more than that. Because you're divinely seen, you're divinely heard. You are divinely aligned, you're divinely awake, you're divinely free, and you're divinely loved because you are divinely magic. So, with that being said, lovelies, I bid you adieu. Wadu. We got some things coming real soon, but I'm not allowed to say just yet. Shh, it's the word. But when it's all ready, I will show it to you. And y'all gonna be so proud of me. Because I stepped out and did something crazy. All right, anyway. I'll share it soon when I get it in my hands and I see the products. And I'll be like, look! All right, everyone, be good to yourselves. Go love yourself. Nurture yourself. Be good to yourself. And know that you are divinely protected. Yes, you are, please. Yes, you are. Because you are so worth it and so deserving of everything that you want in your life. You're breaking free from this old paradigm. Okay? Any money stuff that you're having right now, healers, get this. Last message here. Old money issues and stuff that might come back around and trying to blah, blah, blah in your mind, just know you're letting go of that timeline. We have to let go of it and just keep moving ahead. Okay? All right. Much luck to all of you. See you tomorrow. Close your time. Bye.